Everyone. I hope you enjoyed your last lesson about learning about the United Kingdom. Today, we are going to focus on one of the countries that we learned about last week from the United Kingdom. I wonder if you know which one it will be. Well, so do you remember the four countries of the United Kingdom? England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So today, we're going to learn about England. Now, do you remember the capital of England? That's right, it is London. And you can see here on the map, it's quite far down from the rest of the country. So England, the patron saint of England is St. George. The story is that St. George slayed a dragon that was terrorizing the land. So the English flag is called a St. George's cross. And there's a special day to remember him called St. George's Day. So here, it's a very simple flag for England. It's white background with the red cross on the flag. Also in England, we have the three lions, and they are the national symbol of England. And you might see them on some of the professional athletes who represent England on their uniforms. Also, the rose is England's national flower, and that is also on a national rugby team on their outfits as well. The famous place in England is Stonehenge. Have you ever been to Stonehenge? Well, it is an amazing sight to see. It was made 5,000 years ago. The people who made it didn't have machines like we do to move all the rocks, and the rocks came from a long way away. So it's still a mystery today on how it was made. Also in England, we have the Angel of the North, which is a very famous statue, and it is in Newcastle. So we're going to be looking at different parts of England today and some of the landmarks that are make it famous. So here we have English people like watching lots of different kinds of sports, but some of the most popular ones we have in England are football, cricket, rugby, and tennis. And all these sports were invented in England. So here we have rugby, and if you look closely, they have the English rose on their rugby kits. And then we have the football team, and these are the women's England football team, and they have the three lions as well as the men. And we've got tennis, and do you know the name of the famous tennis tournament we have? It's in Wimbledon. And we also have cricket, which is a great sport that we play in the summertime. And they have the three lions as well. Now, the capital city of England is London. This is where England's government meets and where the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, lives. Put up your thumbs if you've ever been to to London. That's good, some of you have. London is where one of the Queen's houses is, and it's Buckingham Palace. It's a very famous palace that people go to see from all over the world. And here we have the Queen. Now, do you remember where else the Queen lives? We have been to her castle. Well done if you said Windsor Castle. That's right. We went in the autumn term and we were learning about castles. And I believe that is where the Queen is now. That's where she has been living recently. So here are some London landmarks. Do you know the names of any of these? I'll give you just a few seconds to have a think. So here we have at the bottom, we have the London Eye. Have any of you been on the London Eye? And, then we've got the Houses of Parliament. And there we have Big Ben. Now, at the moment, you can't see Big Ben because they're in the process of fixing it. But Big Ben is a very famous landmark of London. What about the top? Do you know the name of that? That is Tower Bridge. And we have the red double-decker buses, St. Paul's Cathedral, and at the bottom, Trafalgar Square, where the National Gallery is, where I believe some of you went to visit when we were looking at some of our paintings this year. So your task today is, can you write 3 sentences about what you have learned about England so far? And if you'd like, you can try and draw a picture of the flag. And if you look closely, you can see that it relates to our topic on fractions by knowing that you can color half it the same if you fold it. So here we go. London is the capital of England. Full stop. My next sentence is going to be, what else can I remember learning about? I know. The rose is the national flower. See, and anything else you can remember? I'll put football was created in England. Now remember to put your full stop at the end and your capital letters at the beginning. Plus, if you're having the name, like the name England, needs to also have a capital letter. So those are my 3 sentences that I have written. Now remember, you can rewind the video or watch back at some of the slides to remind yourself and have a try drawing the English flag, or you can draw any other picture that we've talked about today. So I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about England, and we'll do a bit more on our next lesson. So, and put some stuff up on Tapestry, and Mrs. Mansouri, Miss Hargreaves and I would like to see it. Okay, take care, bye.